Welcome one, welcome all to a special Mother's Day episode of Dragon Quest Boppy Podcast. I am your host, Boppy, and I've got Mr. Monkey in the house. What's up, monkeys?
Hey, I'm glad you had me along for this.
Yeah, it was your idea, so I have to give you a shout out, So thank you so much for the idea. Thank you for being on the show. But yeah, so this is a special episode. We're going to be talking about all of the moms in the mainline games, I should note. And just kind of reviewing them, just kind of like what we were doing with the final bosses. If you haven't checked out that episode, check them out. We've got two of them. It's a part 1 and part 2. Awesome episodes. But yeah, so we're going to be reviewing the mothers, bro. So, yeah. What do you think, Bundles?
Well, I figured, it's perfect time to celebrate the moms who gave us, these great heroes. And where would Dragon Quest be without heroes? And that means, the heroes have to come from somewhere.
That's true.
We need to celebrate. Them moms, they make the world go round. And I appreciate that.
You are a good son, I can tell already. Your mama must love you.
Let's not get carried away now. I'm still a little rascal.
Well, most of us are, so that's good. That's funny, bro. So, cool. So, yeah, so we're going to be reviewing the moms. Again, thank you, Bundles of Monkeys, for being on the show. And we're going to start off with the Dragon Quest III mother. Would you want to start us off by chance, Mr. Monkey, or?
Wow, that's a very great and high honor there. I appreciate it.
Of course. You are a great and high honored person in my eyes, so.
Oh, man, I appreciate that very much. So, yeah, I suppose I'll start us off on the mother of the great legendary Erdrick.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. See,
Yes.
She
The
is,
wife of the man Ortega.
Yes. That's just what I was going to say. It's like, man, she's got it all. She's married to Ortega. She has Erdrick as a son or daughter, or daughter.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yep.
But yes, she, and you can't really see her too well in the old ones. I'll start with her appearance because I guess I'm a lustful lad.
You rascal.
Yeah. But you first get a good look at her in spoiler alert DQ11 at the very end.
Uh-huh.
And she's, a pretty lady. I mean, she's, I guess a little older because her son or daughter is 16 at the time, and she still looks good,
Oh,
so
yeah. She's looking good, bro.
Yes. And she's classy looking. She not too fancy, but she looks motherly in a good way.
Yeah.
And so appearance wise, I got to give it to her. She's an attractive mother.
Yes, she is. Yep. She's a cutie patootie. That's for sure.
And as for being a mom, she's a good mom. Like, you can always go to her and she'll let you, stay the night with your friends, like a bunch of random people, which is, a good mom. Like, if I just showed up with a bunch of random, friends, old men, random women dressed scantily, my mom might not be into that. She might tell me to send them elsewhere.
That's a good observation there.
So yeah, she's a pretty understanding mom. I mean, maybe a little reckless, like, hey, I know you're 16, but let's get on out of here. Move out, go save the world.
Oh yeah.
So hands down, if I had to give her a rating out of 10, overall, I would say an 8. I would like her as a mom. If she was my mom, I'd be like, she's pretty cool. She did send me to die when I was 16, but
yeah,
she's pretty cool. You
yeah.
know? Yeah. What's your thoughts, Poppy? I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, well, I will say I did want to add to and I don't remember necessarily if it's the whole in the whole game or just the beginning or something. But if you also notice that when you go home at night, she's actually waiting for you outside.
Oh, yes, I forgot to mention that, which is very sweet and kind of
Yeah,
sad,
yeah.
you know?
Yep. That's same. So it's very. I think that also speaks volumes to like the kind of mother that she is. Um, because and the thing is too, it's like if you really think about it, like she almost has like this responsibility of like having to let you go on an adventure, you know like she almost has to like she has to comply with because the kingdom is the one expecting you, the son of the hero, to go in his place. And so I'm assuming she also has to kind of put up this front of like, oh yes, go out there and go save the world. But yeah, but I think her waiting for you at night just kind of speaks to like, she's waiting for you to come back home. So it's kind of like a tender, like you said, like really nice, sweet, but also kind of sad, like realization that like she just wants you home. So it's just really nice. It's like a nice feeling of like knowing that mom is always thinking about you. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah. I like her a lot.
Man. What would you rate her on the mom level, 0 to 10?
Dude, I have such a hard time with like scaling this, like, because if you've watched any of my
Okay,
reviews,
let's say it like this, puppy. 10 means you would love her. That would be the perfect mom, as in just
I would say
that's
10, bro. I would say 10.
10.
Yeah, I
Wow,
mean, I don't know. I'm a simple guy to please. Like, my problem is I either love things or hate things. And so that's why I
Oh,
have such a hard time with numbers, like, ranking things with like numbers wise. But like,
man.
I don't know. I don't know.
So I'm expecting a few of these moms are going to get 10s and a few are going to get zeros.
Probably. I mean, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll
Man,
see, but
yeah, you're pretty extreme.
yeah. Yeah. I can agree to that.
Well, I don't think I have anything more to add to her. I mean, I think you said it very well.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to add before you start us off on DQ5?
No. I think we've got it. So I think everything's good there for DQ3 mom.
Perfect.
So okay. So now we've got the hero's mom. Um. Okay. I see what you did. So because you wrote down hero's mom and then Bianca, Deborah, and Neda. So like you're also count like their motherly. Okay. I see what you did there. So okay, we'll start off with your mom, obviously. So well, I haven't played 5 in a while, but I have watched the Your Story movie multiple times. So I'm kind of going to be basing off my opinion more from there, unfortunately. um, but basically, I know that she, at first in the game, and this is basically all spoiler territory from now on, but she gets kidnapped, where we thought she was killed, or she died. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way.
No, you're right.
And then we actually find out that like who she is, and it's pretty freaking cool, sort of thing. Um, but I don't remember meeting up with her in the game. So again, I'm gonna have to go off of the movie, but you know, well, first of all, looks wise, they made her look pretty good in the movie. I'm gonna say that, she looking good, she looking good. But yeah, and then she loves you, like any mother would. But obviously, we didn't get enough time with her, so we don't really know what she was actually like, sort of thing. But she was cool. She was pretty. She seemed nice. She has a cool history of like her, who she is and stuff. So I mean, I don't know. I would, in this case, I would probably say like a 7 or an 8. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? So
Okay, yeah, no, that was very good. She's not in much of the game. She's kind of more mentioned more often than she's
yeah,
actually like dealt with. So she's a little forgettable, and I
yeah,
I, I don't mean to bash on her or anything.
not
I'm
at
sure
all.
she's a wonderful woman,
Yeah.
But yeah, she was, captured, so you, as the main character, don't really get to know her too much, and when you finally do meet her, it's kind of a short time because,
Yeah.
of course, like you said, spoilers, she gets murdered. So yeah, it's a little sad. She seems, very kind though for what the little bit you get to know of her and everything,
Yeah.
and the appearance of her in Dragon Quest V, the movie. I'd forgotten, but I looked it up just a minute ago while you were talking,
Uh-huh.
and and I was like, wow, I might have to save that to the computer.
Yeah, bro. Dude, yeah. Yeah, she looked good, bro. She looked good.
Yeah. I must say she definitely looks better than the DQ3 mother. Which, she still looked great too,
No,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
oof.
Yeah, no, but Mama from 5 is woo woo.
Yes.
So
So they should be lucky to have such a hot mom.
this is true. This is so
But
true.
she's definitely a cool character. She seems very powerful,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
uh, but just sadly we just never got to know her
In
enough.
in the
So
game, because again, I totally forgot. In the game, so is she also Zenithian in the game?
no, she
Okay.
is not. She's from Lofty Peak, and
Right.
they're like they have these like powers, some of them and stuff, like
Okay.
the keepers of like some portal to Nadiria.
Right.
So it's they're like very magically powerful, and I believe she's like one of the most powerful of Lofty Peak.
Okay, that's why she was taken.
Right. It's something to do with that. I can't quite remember all the
Yeah.
details of it. But yeah, she was abducted and
I remember
everything.
they
It's not
mentioned
till the
like
end.
why they chose her or whatever. Like it sounds like it was something like that. Like she was one of the most powerful or something like that. Um, but yeah, okay,
Yeah, 'cause I think like her power, like they would keep, what was it? Nimso? They'd keep Nimso sealed away, and I
right,
think since she was like the most powerful, it was like if they captured her, then Nimso could finally like come about and
right,
do his thing.
yeah,
So I believe that's what happened, but I not 100% for sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. If you guys are listening to this, watching this, and let us know. Just write in the comments down below.
Yeah, good thinking, Poppy.
Yeah. So anyway.
Um, but I guess if I had to rate her overall,
Oh yeah.
I'd give her a 7. She,
Okay.
like I said, I'm sure she loved the character very much
Mm-hmm.
and everything. It's
Yeah.
just sadly she was kidnapped, so
Yeah.
that's horrible. But even when you do meet her and stuff, she's very kind and loving, and looking out for you. So that tells you a lot. She's never met you, but she still would give her life to save you.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's so sad to think about, man. Literally separated at birth, and next time you see her, then she basically gets murdered.
Yeah, kind of like Ortega, but we'll get to that on Father's Day.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. I'm glad you said that. I was gonna say that we should do a Father's Day one too.
Yes, yes, we will. That's when he'll get his moment.
Yep.
But
There we go.
not before. So you're waiting, Ortega.
The question is, who's hotter, Ortega or the mom? I'm just kidding.
No, that's a good question. We will get to that on Father's
We
Day.
will get to that. That's funny. Okay, cool. I guess Bianca's next.
Oh, okay. You want to start us off, Poppy?
Yeah, so she's a zero. I'm just kidding.
Oh, came out swinging.
I'm totally kidding. I know that's your baby girl. Um, so anyway, okay, Bianca. I and again, I honestly don't remember 100% from the game. All of my knowledge is mostly going off of the movie, but she obviously it was cute that you and her played together, as kids. Like, you have a really long history with her, I guess with all of them, but Bianca, you actually like went on an adventure with. You guys were like friends, you hung out, like you played together. So it's kind of cool. And then fast forward, if you choose her and everything, as a mother, honestly, I don't know, bro. Honestly, I can't even remember. But let's make this simple. Looks wise, she looks good. She's a cutie patootie. I mean, I have to admit that. And then personality wise, at least with you, because obviously with your kids it's going to be different. But with you, she was kind of well, not kind of, but pretty sassy. Super sassy, lots of sass.
As a kid.
Well, as a wife too, right? Like,
No, she was very loving.
oh really? Okay, okay. So it must have just been in the movie then. Okay, so they got that all wrong.
Yeah. She was very sweet, just a country bumpkin.
There you go. There you go. So basically, yeah, from what I can remember, I would probably give her like 7.
7? No, that's a good reasonable answer.
Okay. So, yeah.
Even though you disparaged her good name by calling her a sassy wife, and she's so sweet. She's not as sweet as Nira, but she's very friendly.
Okay.
She seems like your bro or something.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Very
I apologize. I just don't remember. Like, in the movie, she was like super sassy until like you like married her. And so I was kind of assuming it was the same thing with the game. Because, again, I haven't played it in years, but...
she was, like I said, she's like the middle between Nira and Deborah.
Oh, yeah.
Nira's
I definitely know that.
You're right. So, but I guess, I think she's an attractive lady.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying not to be too biased here because, like you said, she is my favorite of DQ5.
There you go.
But I hate how she talks, and I have no room to talk, but I'm going to. I know I have an accent, but I just don't want her sounding like the most hick thing out of the woods.
Oh, God.
Maybe that's wrong, but I'm willing to be wrong, okay?
Well, I mean, there you go. You said it, not me. So.
Right. So, hey, deal with it, people. That's the way it is. But, I like her a lot. Very cool. Like I said, attractive, and she's friendly. Good mother. And it's cool that she spent, that little adventure with you when you were young before you got enslaved.
Yeah, see, literally.
So that was probably like your last good memory you had to think of for a while.
I guess question for you: Does each, like Bianca, Deborah, and Nera, do they have different personalities with their kids, or is it like the same?
No, they do have different personalities towards their kids.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Sometimes make comments about the kids that are different. Like I said, Nira's very submissive, sweet, and everything like that. And Bianca's kind of in the middle, but just very friendly, of course.
Gotcha.
But she can wag her finger here and there. And then Deborah, she's, well, we'll get to her.
I can only imagine.
Oh man, but overall, I'd say 7. I got to give it to you. That was perfect answer. 7. She's She's a good mother, but like I said, that accent, I'd be like, oh, I'm supposed to learn English from her?
Oh
Come on.
God.
I'll be talking like Tim McGraw or something.
Holy crap, dude! It'd be funny if they had if your kids spoke in that accent in the game.
Oh, that would not be funny. I'd be like, well, you know what?
We're
I'm just
getting
calling it
divorced.
quits.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, man.
That is
But,
freaking funny.
you want to start us off on our next mother?
Yes. So again, I'm basically useless here, mostly for two reasons. One, I never married Deborah in the game, but two, she's not in the movie. So, but if we're going off of looks, honestly, like, and I've heard people say this before, but like, I think she's supposed to be kind of like the hot one.
Right.
But for me personally, I'm not digging her looks that much. You know, like it's not appealing to me. She looks more ghetto than anything else, in my opinion. She looks like a freaking like one of the like Latina in her teens, still trying to figure out, you know, that she needs to put on less makeup, sort of thing. Like I don't know. Like no offense to her, but yeah. Yeah, she's just not. I'm just not into that. I'm not into that. So, yeah.
Oh, man. You just called her a thought.
Yeah, basically. So, and to all the Deborah lovers out there, I mean that 100%. So.
Oh, Boppy, you just laid into her.
But, you know, anyway, so and the thing is, and it wasn't until like you talked about it, like about her like actual like soft side, which honestly it kind of like intrigued me into learning more about, like in the sense of like actually picking her, wifing her up, and then seeing how she's like, you know. So I am interested in doing that in the future, but just right off the bat, like, my God, a woman like that treats you like that, it's just not my thing, bro. It's just not my thing. So,
Is that right?
yeah. So, yeah. Yeah.
Well, what would you rate her? I mean, I know you said you don't know her like super well, but what would you rate her out of 10?
You really want me to answer
Yeah.
that? I'm gonna have to do like 3, bro.
Okay, no, that's pretty reasonable. That's definitely pretty reasonable.
And the only reason she's not at 0 is because again, I know she's got redeeming qualities in the future from what people have said.
Right.
But yeah, again, she's just not for me. But anyways.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, no, that's very understandable. You enlightened me when you said how she looked. Now I can never look at her the same way again because now I just picture what you said, and that's quite enough.
I'm sorry.
But I still find her attractive, but now
Respect.
less attractive than I previously did because now I just feel weird about it. But yeah, she's
at
an
least
attractive lady.
she doesn't have the problem where I don't know if you've seen this when you were in middle school, high school, but where the girls would put on like so much cover up that their faces were orange and their body was like
Yeah.
white if they were white. And it was like, bro, what are you doing, dude? Like, anyways. It just reminds me of
man.
that.
Yeah, and I appreciate you mentioning that, Poppy, because you've tainted my image of her permanently.
I'm so sorry.
But I still say, she is attractive.
There you go. That's fine.
Overall, she is, and even if I thought otherwise, I would still have to say, she's an attractive person.
There you go.
Other people would find her attractive, and I still do, of course.
Yeah.
But she's attractive, and she is not someone I would ever like to meet if I was trying to find a wife. If someone treated me like that, I would be like, wow, I
Yeah.
hope I never talk to this person again.
Yeah. Seriously.
So I do not ever picture a situation where I'd marry her unless I was like, well, she's very rich, but I think I'm going to be in for a
That's a
lot
good
of
point.
abuse, you know?
Yeah.
So I would never marry her, but like I said, she does get better later on, but she's
Yeah.
still a very like dominating person,
Yeah.
just like she's in charge, she makes the rules,
Mm.
it's like, oh, like come on.
Oh, God.
So I would rate her a 5. It's
Okay.
like she
Okay.
towards her kids and everything, and towards you later on, she could be very kind and she does
Okay.
love y'all, so that's good. She does love them.
Okay.
It's not like she's just using them or anything. So she loves her family, and that's of course good. I can't rate her, I guess, really below a 5 if she loves her family.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what matters. So she
Yeah.
loves her family, but she just has a hard way of expressing it. I would not want her to be my mom, and definitely not my wife.
Mm-mm.
God, no.
No.
So, yeah, that's my thoughts on good old Deborah.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Well, there you go. Good. Love it. Awesome. Let's move on to Neda or Flora.
Oh, here you go.
Well, this is easy.
Yeah, I figured.
It's a 10. She's a 10. 100% a 10. And it's funny because I've told you this before, but my actual wife, she's more along the lines of like a Bianca Deborah in terms of like personality. So it's funny because I prefer Neda 100%. Like I love a woman that just loves you, just loves the poop out of you, and is so like nice and forgiving and kind. Like that was always my idea of a woman. I don't know what was wrong with me that I decided to go with a Bianca / Deborah. Shout out to Mama Bear, love you. But still, that's just how it is. But anyways, it's a good time though. It's a good time. But Nira is just an angel, bro. She looks like an angel. She acts like an angel. She's just the perfect, wife, mom, just everything, bro. So yeah. Plus her blue hair. Oh my gosh, I love it. So anyway, that's basically it. Also, she's rich. Hell
Yes. Yeah.
So that helps. 10 out of 10.
Well, I'd say you described her very well, and you're going to be surprised with what I rate her with. I'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
Nira, like I've told you in the past, the only big hang-up with her is as the hero, as you're playing as the hero, you had an adventure with Bianca, not
Right.
Nira, when you were kids, so
Yeah.
that's kind of special. And also, Nira has, Crispin, in
Right.
case you don't get with her, she always has Crispin, while the other two have nobody, And so
Right.
that's my reason for not liking her the most in the game, but in real life, it's a much different story. And I find her very attractive. I don't know. I find them all attractive, but I find her very celestial kind of attractive.
That's a good way. A good word.
It's she's not like sexy. She's very
Yes. Like
conserved,
like a
with her
modest,
looks.
like
Yes.
Yeah.
Very motherly and modest. Someone that's like, for me in real life, that's who I'd love to marry.
yes.
Someone like Nira, and if not Nira, Bianca. Never Deborah. Never Deborah.
It's funny
But
because
Nira,
you said celestial, I said angel, so we're both on the same sort of like wavelength here. So it's funny, like in terms of like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're
So,
definitely right, and she does. She looks very angelic,
mm-hmm,
and I, I think she's very kind to the
mm-hmm,
hero, to her kids.
mm,
She's, and she makes little jokes here and there.
mm,
She has a little humor to her, and
yeah,
she's just, oh, she's amazing. And like I said, it's only because of those certain circumstances I don't, choose her as number one.
right.
If the hero never went on an adventure with any of them, and if she didn't have a backup, I
Uh,
would choose her. I would choose her
you're a
every
loyal
time.
you're a loyal bro, dude. In the
Yes, yes.
games,
So
in the
that's my
games.
that's my hang up. Yeah, I'm a loyal bro in the game, but in real life, Nero all the way. And so I would give her a 9 out of 10.
Ooh, I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that, bro.
Like I said, she may have gotten a 10 if she was just a little more outgoing,
Yeah, I understand that.
But,
Yeah,
9 out of 10, that's, I mean, what more can you really ask for?
bro, I know. Seriously, that's a high number, bro. I respect it. I respect it.
And what did you think I was going to end up rating her? Be honest with me.
Honest, well, when you said that you're gonna be surprised, I was thinking a higher number, but I was curious to see how you would get there, and so I I
Oh,
like
okay.
I like the reasoning behind it, but yeah, so yeah, so your hint kind of gave it away, but at the same time, I was curious to see how you would end up there. So
I gotcha. Well, I guess that wraps her up. Do
hmm
you want to start us off on the next one?
yes, this is gonna be really easy. You ready?
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm so sorry about this, everybody.
Wait,
Please
wait.
forgive me.
I'm gonna guess it.
Go
You
ahead.
probably don't even remember her.
I didn't even know Six had a mom.
Oh wow.
Obviously, he has a mom, but like I don't even remember what she looked like at all in the game. I know he has a sister,
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah. Well, in two ways, kinda.
but
Do
yeah,
you
but
want me to?
yeah. Go ahead. I don't mind at all. And
Yeah.
everyone should know this is like a spoiler podcast anyway. So
Okay. Did you want me to say about the sister thing, or go ahead and
sure.
me? Yeah, he has kind of two sisters in the dream world. He has what was her name, Tanya,
Yes,
and then
Tanya.
in the real world, he had a real sister, but she died when she was young.
Oh, that is sad, bro.
Yeah, it only talks about her for a couple of brief moments in the game, so a
Yikes.
lot of people, probably don't pick up on it.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I didn't even like I said. And six was the one that no, sorry, five. The five is the one I played the longest ago. Six was like pretty long as well. But anyways, but yeah, bro, I didn't even yeah. So
That's okay, because she didn't have a big role. The only reason I included her was because she is kind of cool, for the
okay,
small role she has.
okay,
Um, like you said, I also don't quite 100% remember because she didn't have the biggest role in it,
mm,
and also that game's kind of confusing. You're in the dream world, then you're
yeah,
in the real world, and sometimes I forgot what world was real.
yep, I could see that.
But in the real world, she is the queen of
Oh,
what is that place called? Is it Somnia?
mm,
Or is it, or Gotha? No, Gotha's from 5.
yeah. Somnia
Is it Somnia?
sounds right. It sounds right.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's Somnia. It's Somnia. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure it's that. But
It's a play on words, so it would make sense.
is it?
Well,
Oh,
Somnia,
Insomnia.
Insomnia.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It took me a second. I never made that connection until you
Oh,
mentioned it.
interesting, interesting.
And I was like, oh, yeah, Insomnia, Somnia. Wow. Yeah, that. Thank you, Poppy.
Dude,
That was,
that's what I'm here for, bro. I'm here to open people's eyes. So,
man. Yeah, I never thought of that. But yes, she's the queen of Somnia, and something happens where I can't. Like I said, I get confused which world is which. But she's like, I think in the dream world, she's
mm.
the king.
What?
Yeah, she's the king Insomnia, or if it's called Somnia in the Dream World, I think it might have a different name. But she's
Wow.
the king of it, and her husband's like in a comatose state or something. You know, the actual king, your dad. But she's like ruling as the king,
What
and I
the
think maybe
freak?
in the real world she's asleep, or maybe not. I can't remember, but
That is
it's been so
confusing as
long.
hell.
Yeah, it's confusing. I should have did a little more research, to
I
try
should
to
have. Yeah,
remember.
same. Me too. My bad.
But it's all good. But either way, if the audience wants to learn more, then hey, they better stick around, check out more videos, because we'll talk more about her if that's what they want.
Oh
But
yeah.
not this video.
Yeah.
She's gonna get what she gets.
Yep. This is where we're ending her, unfortunately. So,
But
yeah.
before we officially end her, let me give her the rating
Oh yeah.
of 6. 6 because she's a
Ah.
royal, and then, like I said, in the dream world or whatever, she's the king. So that tells me she knows how to rule and kind of take charge.
There you go.
And so that's a good mother, someone who can step up to the plate if things get going.
Sure.
So I dig her. Cool enough.
There you go.
I don't think there's like any like real image of her besides like the little sprites.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure she's an attractive enough lady.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. I mean, anime slash video games usually women are, unless they're
While the
purposely
guy
made to
looks like a
look.
toad.
Yes. 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 And with the women, unless they're purposely made to look hideous, they're usually pretty attractive. So
Yeah, yeah. So I stand by the 6. It
yeah,
sounds
and I'll
sounds
give I'll
reasonable.
give her 6 for Dragon Quest 6.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot. 6. And yeah, good thinking there.
Yeah.
Well,
Um.
I guess that wraps her up, Poppy.
Yep.
If you want to start us off on our next one.
Yes. Yeah. This is so the first one we're doing. Well, this is the one. The what's her name? Isn't it Pam or
Uh,
something like that? Pam.
I think it's what is it? What is the mom's name?
I forgot. I swear it started
Is
with a
it?
P.
I keep thinking Amber, but I
No, no.
don't
Amber's
know if that.
11.
Yeah, yeah.
It's with a P. I know it's with a P. Um.
Hang on, I'm trying to look it up.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Pearl.
Pearl.
That's it. Pearl.
That's
Yes,
it.
she's shaped like a pearl.
She's a round one.
Yeah.
Which is great. Which I think is kind of funny because, like, she's a bigger lady, and her husband is like jacked.
Yeah.
And so it's
All
kind of cool. But she did pretty good for herself. But basically, from what, and I played 7. I restarted 7 several months ago, and I kind of put it down. But basically, I do remember that she's very kind. Her sandwich is delicious, just kind of like Torneco's wife's sandwich. Um, is delicious that it literally heals your health. Um, and so I mean, she's nice. I know that she comes to talk to you in your room, which is a whole achievement on its own. I mean, she's climbing up a small ladder, going up a smallish hole, to come talk to you, and it's like, wow, you are very agile for a bigger lady. And I'm not speaking ill of her, her physical appearance. I'm just giving her credit. It's like, wow, she's very determined to be there for you, to talk to you. So it's really cool. But anyways, so yeah, she's cool. I like her. I mean, I would give her, I'd probably give her let's just go with 6. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. I guess appearance wise, I'll start off. I like to think she was probably pretty, cute. back when she was younger.
Uh-huh.
You know, I would imagine so. I mean, her husband, I'm sure he could have got other ladies, you
Uh-huh.
know,
Yeah.
and so getting with her, I imagine she was, probably pretty back then. And it's not that she's ugly now; it's just
Yeah.
she's quite hefty,
Mm.
you know, and which is fine. She's an older
Yeah.
lady,
Yeah.
she's middle aged or so.
Uh-huh.
So that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm not attracted to her, but you know, she's doing fine for herself.
Yeah.
As a mother, she looks motherly,
Yep. Yes, she does.
and she's very kind, and she's nice to you. She's nice to your friends. She
Mm-hmm.
lets them stay over too, which is not as reckless as the DQ3 mom who just let just any host of people.
Yeah.
She at least you only have a few friends, and she
Mm-hmm.
allows it. But one of your friends does ride a wolf, and she allows that to also stay the
That's a
night.
good
So that's
point.
kind of
That's a good
that's
point.
kind of reckless. That
Yeah.
thing could maul everyone in the middle of the night.
That's a good point. Didn't think about that.
So, but I think she has a good sense of judgment,
Yeah.
overall. I mean, she lets you go off adventuring, but she still, kind of warns you of this and that, of dangers out there. So
Yeah.
she's looking out for you, but she believes in you. She has faith in you and all that, which is very kind. That's a good mother,
Mm.
someone who believes in you, even if you're kind of, unsure.
Yeah.
She gives you the confidence to keep moving forward. So very kind of her.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the only bad thing really is just she's a little hefty, but
Uh-huh.
that's okay.
Yeah.
More loving, I
Yeah.
guess.
A lot more loving.
Yeah, and she also, I know a lot of people hate on Maribel, but she's
Mm.
very sweet to Maribel,
Oh.
and at first people might take that as like, oh, she's a fool for
Mm.
thinking Maribel's sweet, but I think she sees past that and knows
Mm.
Maribel's sweet at heart. You
Oh.
know,
Yeah.
so I like to think she sees past that and realizes Maribel's just kind of young, just kind of
Yeah.
sassy, but overall is still a very good person.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
true.
as a
That's a good point.
mom, I'd give her an 8. An 8. She's not
Respect.
so attractive. My friends would be
Mm-hmm.
hitting on her.
Yeah.
So that's a plus two.
That's true. There you go.
So yeah, an 8. I'd give her an 8.
There you go. That's a good score. That's a good score. Yeah, I was. It's
Thank
funny.
you.
I was actually gonna say 7, mostly because it's from Dragon Quest 7, but I also didn't want to go too high. But anyways, I'll stay. I'll stick with 6. But
Oh wow,
good.
Wow, because you wanted to be attracted to her, huh?
I mean, yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. But anyway, so let's move on to Dragon Quest 8. So I do like this note that you wrote. Basically, we're not going to count the hero's mom from 8 because she's long been dead by the start of the game, which I think is fair. And so basically, let us know what you guys think about that, if you agree or disagree. But we're not going to talk about her, but we're going to talk about another mom. Jessica's mom. And she's got it going on. Honestly, I'm not super into Jessica's mom. The thing is, both of them, they really give off an air of just like a pompous, rich, snotty, stuck up family. And I really don't like that. Yeah. Even in tier lists, I've put Jessica lower than maybe people would usually put her, mostly because of her personality.
Wow.
I mean, I've put her in A tier, which is still high, but
Okay.
I know people would put her in S for sure.
No, A's reasonable.
For 2 reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, too.
I mean, that's why she made it to.
Boom.
There you go. And she made it to A for that reason, but she's just her personality, bro. But anyways, but the mom is. I just see her more of the same, bro. It's just yeah, plus her dress too. It's like it's too stuck up. Like it's too pompous. Like I'm just not into that kind of woman, you know? Like even if they're hot, like I just don't. I don't know why, but a woman like that turns me off so much that I just don't even want to like look at them. Like so, but yeah, but I'll admit she's also attractive. She's a hot mom. Like I'm assuming if she wore a more revealing dress, she'd probably be as high as Jessica in the ratings. But I would give her a 5 just because of everything I said. And the only reason she got to a 5 is because of her looks. So there you go.
Okay. Wow. I think my answer might surprise you.
Ooh.
And let me tell you why.
Okay.
Like you said, she is an attractive mother, and she does dress like an aristocrat. She dresses all fancy like and kind of conservative. She's not trying to reveal herself,
Yeah.
but she's older. She's
Yeah.
middle aged.
Yeah.
She's got 2 grown kids. Well, one now, but she had 2 grown kids, so that's
Yeah.
understandable.
Awkward.
She don't want to be flashing around her kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But she looks a lot like her daughter,
Uh-huh.
and her daughter's an attractive lady too.
Yes,
so,
she is.
I give her props to that. But personality-wise, she's very old school.
Yeah.
She's kind of strict. She's confrontational.
Yeah.
Her and Jessica are always fighting.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh my goodness. Like, I hope she didn't treat her son Alistair or whatever that way, because that's probably why he went and got himself killed. Just like, my goodness, if it's just getting treated like that all the time.
That was the real meaning of him getting killed. It wasn't because of Dominguez. It was just because he's like, I'm sick of my mom. Dominguez, please kill me.
You never know. You never know. But she seems decent. Like I feel like if you're also a fancy person, she would treat you well. But I feel like if you weren't, she would stick her nose up and kind of treat you kind of poorly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's kind of rough towards Jessica, but it's understandable because her son just got murdered. So
that's a good point.
I would also be
That's
kind
a
of
good point.
protective. Like, yeah, your brother just got killed, so how about you not go on this wild adventure? So that's reasonable.
That's a very good point.
And she does later in the game kind of warm up to what Jessica's been doing and all that, and she's a lot kinder, and she could also give Alistair's armor to the hero and everything.
Cool.
So very, very kind in that aspect. But overall, if I had to rate her, I would give her a 4 out of 10.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I would not wish her to ever be my mother. She sounds rough. I mean, I know she loves her kids, but she is just kind of strict, too strict.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think you hit the nail on the head, though. I mean, I didn't really think about it until you said it, but yeah, I mean, her son just got murdered, bro. It's like, it's understandable, but obviously it's still not like something that I'm interested in at all.
Right.
So I get it, but I agree with you.
Did that one surprise you, or do you think I was going to give her a high rating?
Yeah, well, I did expect a higher rating just because it sounds, when you say that, it sounds like it's going to be like a high rating, but either way, it was a surprise. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that wraps up old what is her name, Rosalind or something?
That honestly, I have no clue.
Whatever her name is, Miss Albert. That's her
There you go, Miss Albert. Yep, that's probably right.
Mrs. Albert.
She probably tells you to call her that. So instead of saying her first name,
call her, Queen Albert.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I just remember this, and also the fact that she's actually likes this Lorenzo loser for Jessica. Nah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, trying to shack you up with a
loser. That just also speaks of her character of like being pompous and stuck up and just liking money and rich people. It's like not into that. Not into that.
Yeah, good call, Poppy. Good call.
So, anyway.
Well, I suppose that wraps it up for DQ8. If you want to start us off on our last game.
Yeah, of course. Dragon Quest XI, your hero's mother, well, adoptive mother, Amber.
Well, we'll talk about both of them, but we'll start with whichever.
Oh, that's a good point. Oh, that's right. Duh. For some reason I totally spaced on his actual mom. Okay, his actual mom, mommy looking good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's easy. Plus, and this is a huge plus, Rab is the freaking best grandpa /father/father-in-law you could ever want, bro. That dude, I would if he was my father-in-law, I would hang out with him all the time. And we'd be looking at Oogler's Digest together, bro. But I really like, she's cute, she's pretty, she's very nice. She's totally in love with her husband, which obviously, I mean, the guy's an alpha. He's a giga. And so yeah, I mean, and she's very sweet, honestly, yeah, I would give her a 9, bro. I would give her a 9.
Wow.
I would give her a 9.
Wow. She's
got a lot of good stuff going for her, so yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good rating.
Yeah.
I have to agree with you for the most part. She's very good looking, very pretty. She dresses, modestly. She's not showing off, but she's I don't know how she became so attractive with Rab as her dad. I mean, Rab's a cool dude.
Oh yeah.
100%, but he is not attractive.
Yeah.
So her mom must have had it going on for sure.
Absolutely.
But yeah, she's very attractive, and she sadly you don't really get to know too much about her because she's dead.
Yeah.
At the very very start of the game, really, just the first cutscene, pretty much.
Yeah.
But you get to learn of her later on, and what you learn is that she was very, very loving. She's very kind, and she kind of kept her dad in line when he was being perverted and being weird. She had a good sense about things, and I think she would have made a wonderful queen. Which I mean, she was queen. We just never got to really see much of it, but I think she was probably a great queen.
Oh yeah,
and she treated Jade, very, very kindly.
Yeah,
it wasn't even her kid, but she treated Jade like her kid.
Yeah,
and at the end, she ends up sacrificing herself to, save the hero and save Jade.
Yeah.
And that, I guess, if you're willing to do that, that's probably the greatest thing you can do for, your child or just someone you consider a child.
Agreed.
So I would have to give her a 10 out of 10.
Respect.
If you're willing to just straight up, your kid's just born and everything gets attacked and you're willing to die, not only for your kid, but someone else too who's, you don't even know and everything really. They just, a little kid that's not actually your family. That's just very, very noble and everything when she probably could have made an escape if she just threw Jade under the bus. Like, here, y'all attack Jade, me and my kid are getting out of here. Right. So... I give her mad respect, 10 out of 10, great mother. It's a shame we didn't get to know more of her.
It's true. The only reason she's not a 10 for me is because her name's not Nira, but...
I'm
just kidding. Just playing. But yeah, she... I feel like our ratings are all pretty similar, so this is good. This is pretty funny.
Yeah, and you were hard on yourself saying you didn't know how to rate, but no, they've all been pretty reasonable. Okay. Well, most of them. Maybe not the Nero one. No, I'm kidding.
Heck yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Dude, this was, I think that covers everything.
Well, not Well, of her, yes, but we still have
Oh,
one more.
right. Sorry. Yes. Good
Oh,
old Amber.
Poppy.
You're right.
Yes.
Good old Amber. So Amber, she eats too much.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry. Um, honestly, in today's day and age, we probably should be making fun of bigger people like this.
Well, we're not making fun. We're just saying maybe a lifestyle difference would help.
Anyways, she must be a really good cook because even if with herself, eating that much, it's yeah. But hey, anyways, she's very kind. Her accent is pretty hilarious. And so yeah, but yeah, she's very nice. She loves you, she I mean, honestly, she's kind of basic in terms of like the same thing we've talked about. Very nice mother, very obviously it seems like a good cook. And yeah, I mean, there's not much else that I could honestly remember. So I mean, I would probably go with a 6 again. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess for my opinion of her, she, like you said, appearance wise, I'm not into her. She was probably attractive when she was younger because
Yeah.
I think if you let someone move in, I think maybe Serena, if you let her move in, Amber says that she used to look like her when she was younger,
Oh,
which
really?
might worry you because you might think Serena's going to puff up like that. But
Oh god.
yeah, so I guess Amber was, fairly attractive when she was younger.
Interesting.
I don't know for sure. She could have been just saying that, hoping she was like that.
True. Yeah, true.
But she's very very kind. She's not
Uh-huh.
even your real mother, but she treats you as you're her son, which
Yeah.
is so kind
Oh
and
yeah.
everything. And it's very very you don't know too much about her, but from what you do know of her, she's always sweet to you. She always looking out for you and everything. And
Yeah.
even at the end of the game, if you decide to let whomever live with you, she's cool with it,
Mm-hmm.
which some of them could be questionable, and she's just cool with it. She's like, yeah, sure. You want to live with your grandpa and sleep in the bed with him? Sure, go for it. Do whatever.
That is
So
that's an interesting
she,
one indeed.
she she'll let you do anything, I guess. So that's cool, but questionable, but cool. If I was a son, I'd be like, wow, yeah, I guess whomever can move on in.
That's a good point.
Uh,
That is kind of weird now that you say that.
yeah,
It's like
yeah. When you really think about it, it's like, come on, is that appropriate?
it's like okay, you want to be supportive, but that's a little much.
Yeah,
I
at a
don't
certain
know.
point, you have to draw the line. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, son, I know you're not my real son, but I gotta
This
set
is my
some rules
house.
here. And also, when you go into the past as that brief moment when you're like walking around, what is it, Cobblestone? Is that the name of it? Right?
Uh-huh. Cobblestone. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. When you're walking around there, like back in the past, and you have to go talk to a Chalky, your grandfather.
Yep. Yep.
You come across like your younger self and all that,
Uh-huh.
and you barge into her house and everything, and she flips out, and so that tells me she's protective. She won't just let any random person walk into her house and claim to be her son.
Mm,
You know,
that's a
but
good
it
point.
also tells me she's kind of dumb. Like, I mean, he looked just like it's literally him, just a little older. I mean, come on, come on.
Same
Chalky
hair, dude.
recognized. Chalky was like, "Yeah, I immediately knew." While his daughter's a airhead, like, "Oh, get out of here, you freak!" So
That's a good point.
protective but dumb. So I would give her a 7.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Reasonable,
Yeah.
reasonable.
I think so. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Well,
that's what's up. That's what you. Yeah. Good for you.
yeah. Thank you, Poppy. I appreciate you recognizing that was a smart choice.
So smart, so smart. This guy.
Oh man. But I guess that does it for our DQ moms for the most part, unless there's any last things you have to add about them.
No, I think that basically covers it for the subject. Again, this was us talking about all the moms in for the reason of it being Mother's Day. This will come out on Mother's Day, as you already know. And so, yeah, guys, let us know what you think about, our thoughts, our reviews, our opinions. If there's something you agree with, if you disagree with, how much do you agree with, how much do you disagree with it? We'd love to chat about it. So definitely let us know your thoughts. But yeah, is there anything else you want to say before we sign off? Or
Yeah. I just want to say thanks to all the mothers out there. The
mm,
current mothers, future mothers. They they keep the world going, literally. And where would we be without them? Sometimes they can be a little harsh with us, but we probably need it. We need a little kick in the butt sometimes.
I
So
agree.
I just want to say we appreciate it. Love your mom, love your grandma, love future moms. Just give women a break sometimes. They got problems of their own, so we should appreciate them for all they do.
Man, you're a mother's boy. That's for sure.
If only you knew, puppy.
It just sounds like it. Um, yeah, man, I agree. I agree with Mr. Monkey, Mr. Bundles of Monkey. Thank you so much to all the mamas out there. Um, and yeah, stay classy out there. Um, oh, one more thing though. If you guys, especially if you're a mom, if you play Dragon Quest Tact and you're not part of our guild, make sure to change that right now. Join Los Papitos on DQ Tact. We'll see you guys there. All right.
good, good shout out. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining in. Bye bye.
Bye.
Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you.